last meeting between the agent of Mo Salah, Rami Abbas, and Liverpool board, Liverpool owners, was in December. This was the last meeting because now there are not even talks between Mo Salah side and Liverpool side. Now there are not even talks between between Mo Salah side and Liverpool side.
What the fuck? 185 games, 161 direct goal involvements.
He's the best football player in the world.
According to some, let's break down the numbers and see why contract talks may have broken down between Mohamed Salah and Liverpool.
Any in my cup right now. Wiggly Town. It's a windy season.
It'll easily be one of them FSG in or FSG out videos. But all jokes aside, how can I be a negative Nancy when we've already won 1 trophy this season? We're in the hunt for 3 more trophies. We signed Luis Diaz, who looks amazing. Harvey Elliott's back. Our squad's looking. This is probably the best Liverpool squad I've seen in my lifetime. Like, how can I be negative and say FSG out? Do you get what I'm saying? But let's break down and go into the numbers and see why talks may have broken down between Liverpool and Salah and why they haven't spoken about contracts.
Any in my cup right now. Wiggly Town. It's a windy season.
There are 5 potential stumbling blocks for Mo Salah and Liverpool to agree on a contract. Number 1 is money, man. The thing that people crave for most in this life. And obviously you got at least 8 to 10 other players in the Premier League that are earning more than Mo Salah. The likes of David De Gea, John Stones, Paul Pogba, Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo, Thomas Partey, and then you even got the likes of Harry Kane, Saul Niguez that are level. Like, they're getting the same amount of money as Mo Salah. So if you are Salah, you can see why. Cool, fair enough, your previous contract, you can't be aggrieved at Liverpool. But for your new one, you can see why you do want that bumper pay rise. Because at the end of the day, he does deserve it. If these guys are being paid a certain wage and he is producing more on the football pitch than them, then how can you argue that he doesn't deserve more money than them? According to the Daily Mirror, Salah wants around 400k a week. Now, I've done the maths. If he wants 400k a week by a year, you're looking at 19.2 million. So let's just round it up and just say 20 million. So it's quick maths, easy maths, yeah? Cool. Now he wants a 5-year contract. Number 2 is his age. I briefly touched on it on the point before, but yeah, let me just reiterate. Like I said, Salah's 29. 5 years' time, he will be 34. And the main thing about this is we have to realize what kind of player Salah is. If Salah was like a, I don't know, like a Zlatan or a Ronaldo, a player that can use their physical. I'm not saying Salah is not physical, but we've seen Salah body so much players. We've seen him strong players off the ball so many times, but his number 1 game is pace. Like, let's be honest, Salah is about his speed. In 5 years' time, will Salah be as fast as he is now? I highly doubt it. But we all know how football's changed. Look at Ronaldo right now. He's 37. He's still producing at the highest level. Messi's 34. Still producing at most weeks-ish. But you get the point I'm trying to make. But I can see why, again, there is still hesitance from Liverpool's side to give a player who does rely on his pace a 5-year contract. He will be 34 when the contract ends. Number 3 is wage structure. Now, Liverpool currently have the 4th highest wage structure in the Premier League, behind the likes of Manchester City, Manchester United and Chelsea Football Club, in no particular order. If Liverpool was to sign Salah to a new contract, it would most likely smash their wage structure that they've worked so hard to protect and give the players what they feel like they deserve at the same time, if that makes sense. Liverpool currently have the 4th highest wage structure in the Premier League, behind the likes of Manchester City, Chelsea and Manchester United in no particular order. If Liverpool was to sign Salah to a new contract, that would most certainly break the wage structure. And when Liverpool go into future contract negotiations with future players, not necessarily the players at the club, because what people have to remember, I've seen a lot of people say this, what people have to remember is the likes of Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson, obviously Thiago came in last summer, etc. They all got bumper contracts last summer, so it's not necessarily them that we have to worry about. This is just hypothetical. Let's say we looked at Paulo Dybala this summer. You know, he could play a range of positions across the front line, free transfer, or player proven of high quality. Liverpool might be in for him. If Mo Salah's on 400k a week, he might say, I want 300k a week. And that's just not sustainable for Liverpool. Like, as sad as it is for me, Liverpool are very much a club that's run on statistics, whether it's to do with our transfer dealings or on decision making, set pieces, diet and nutrition. Liverpool's research team hope to find the best possible outcome, whatever the scenario. Take the fact that Liverpool are one of the best teams at retaining the ball or keeping the ball from throw-ins. That's down to our research team. Take the fact that the majority of the attackers that Liverpool have signed under Jurgen Klopp have hit the ground running and all have a similar goal to game ratio of 1 in every 3 on average before they joined Liverpool. And if you do your research, which any Liverpool fan doesn't even need to, you would know that Jota, Mane and Salah, all of their goal scoring numbers have absolutely rocketed since they've come through to Liverpool. So I feel like the research team, I feel like Liverpool's backroom staff may feel like they are able to find a Salah replacement. As crazy and as stupid as that sounds, I don't think that they will. I don't think that they won't. I just think that they feel like they may be able to replace him one way or another. Number 5, the be-all end-all. The one that most players, they don't even dream of because it's just so far-fetched to even dream of coming in top 10, let alone winning the damn thing. The Ballon d'Or. Now, I'm not going to sit here before you and tell you that Salah wants to leave Liverpool and win the Ballon d'Or. But we have heard from Salah's camp multiple times that he does feel like people do underappreciate him. We all saw how annoyed he was when he came 7th in the Ballon d'Or, and we all know what teams have had the Ballon d'Or fallen to the last, don't quote me, was it like 10 years? I can't tell you the last time a player that didn't play for Barcelona or Real Madrid won the Ballon d'Or. So it just goes to show, if that's what's in Salah's thinking, coupled with the fact that Liverpool ain't necessarily going out their way, pushing the way that they should be, in my opinion, to be getting the contract done, he might be thinking, you know what, if I do go to Real Madrid or Barca, they're always going to challenge for La Liga, I'm always within a shout of winning the Champions League, and I get more recognition on the world stage when it comes to the Ballon d'Or. So yeah, man, people, that's basically my thoughts on the Mo Salah situation, from the research I've done, from the articles I've read, and from just being a knowledgeable Liverpool fan. But do me a massive favour, hit that like button if you haven't already, click that subscribe button if you're new here. If you're not new here, click it anyway, like unsubscribe and just subscribe again, just for the fun of it. And also leave comments below and let me know what you think of this video. If you like the edits, let me know in the comments below, and I promise I will bring some more back. Last but not least, what should you do next? Well, it's my first time, so let's hope we get this right. There should be a video in this corner or in that one, but we're gonna go with right, because right's always right. So yeah, if there's a video right here, make sure you click it, because I guarantee you it's a Liverpool podcast where I'm debating with someone and everyone else is against me, because I always seem to have these weird football opinions. But yeah, don't miss it. Peace out.
Wiggly Town. My light, he use my lingo, but I still wish it's the one that's brown. Any of my